you can also ask for medical check-ups kasi periodically. And during those medical check-ups, baka sabihin na, ay, hindi na pala siya okay. So yung changed circumstances, yan lagi ang pwedeng maging alas, kumbaga, ng Duterte camp. Sasabihin lang nila, sige, meron ng ruling noon. Pero, ngayon naman, nalalaglag siya or na may nangyayari sa kanya. At naging nakakaalarma sa akin yun nung last week ba? Nagpahiwatig na yung old defense counsel, si Nicholas Kaufman, sabi niya, may I ask permission to get the 24/7 CCTV footage from the cell monitoring of Duterte. Ano to? Cell monitoring? 24 hours pa. Ito daw kasi ay naging preventive or kung anumang mekanismo ng detention facility para iwasan yung, I would say, disinformation tungkol sa mga dapa-dapa ni Duterte.
And related to this is Harry Roque's constant appearances online, and he's the one, I heard him say na siya daw yung unang nakaalam na itong mga reports na tumutumba si dating Pangulong Duterte, and he says it like, di ba? Anong legal effect niyan?
Na parang, oo, nalaman ko. It puts the defense in a very precarious situation. He's not an advisor of the family at this point, as far as I know. He's not a legal team member as well. Kaya parang ako, mahihirapan ako sa defense. Sino to na nagsasalita? Pero alam niyo, yung isang mabigat na punto doon, bakit nakakaalam siya ng ganung insider information allegedly from detention facility staff?
Right.
No?
Daw, sabi niya.
Top secret yun. Kaya po hindi tayo nakakarinig ng kahit ano tungkol kay Duterte dun in terms of health. Kasi yung mismong akusado ang hindi naglalabas. Karapatan niya na i-keep yung information or i-share yung information. Pero bakit may third party? Apparently without clearance from the ICC and from Duterte to share it. Kaya feeling ko makukulang attention ng either defense or ng judges themselves. Or even yung medical officer. Magkakagulo sa loob ng, sino yung informant dyan? Kasi hindi po pwede ang basta-basta chismis.